Hey guys, welcome back to Dream and Dragons. Today, special guest will be joining us, Australian garden royalty.
Oh, hold the phone.
I'll get him to join us now.
Hold the phone. We won't talk that up too much. Hi everyone. Great to be here on Dream and Dragon. My name's Costa, and you may know me from Gardening Australia, or if you've got children, you may know me from Gardening Australia Junior, or from Get Grubby TV with Dirt Girl and Scrap Boy from Dirt Girl World. I'm very pleased to be here to talk dragon fruit with the Dream and Dragon. And tell me, what's the intention of today's episode?
So today, we will be hybridizing our own dragon fruit. So your own unique dragon fruit. No one else will have tried the same thing. Could be similar, but it'll be our own unique fruit.
Fantastic. And I mean, that's the interesting thing with hybridizing, because you're crossing material, and then this is nature at its best. You don't know what's going to come out.
Yep.
And as a result, it's a wonderful lottery. You roll the dice and we're going to see. So, all right, for anyone who's stepping down the road of dragon fruit, where do you begin when it comes to hybridizing? I suppose seed.
Yeah, so if you want to make your own hybrid, really what you want to do is, and what I would suggest doing is, pick your favorite two plants, mix the pollen from one plant with the flower of the other plant, and those seeds, which we've got just here, a couple of seeds, if you grow out those seeds, they will have that combination genetic material of both the mother and the father plant.
Now, people can see how that's done on previous episodes here.
Correct. So if you look back at our earlier videos, and I can link them in the description, but what we're doing today is a shortcut to get from these little seeds to something like this, bearing a fruit, of our own unique fruit, quickest way possible.
So how long would it take normally if you had a cutting like that, and you had it at home? How long is it going to take before it bears fruit?
You're probably looking at maybe 12 to 18 months.
Okay, that's not too bad.
But if you're growing from, your little seed, so you collect it from your fruit, dry out your seed and grow that, you're probably looking at upwards of 4 to 6 years.
4 to 6 years. Now, most people, I would imagine you're going to struggle with waiting around for 4 to 6 years. So this really is a valuable tip.
Yeah, correct.
That we're talking here.
If you want your own unique variety with the genetic material of both your favorites, or something that might grow really well in your area, what we'll be covering today is our shortcut of getting something from this to this in maybe 12 to 18 months.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. So where are we going to start?
So what we're going to do today, we are going to do a process called grafting. So I've not grafted with other types of fruits, but dragon fruit is probably up there with the easiest way of grafting.
Yep.
And what we'll need is, we've got our 2 rootstock just here. As you can sort of see here, I like growing with the clear pots so you can see when they've got well-established roots. Bit of a cheat. And what we're doing, grafting some of our seeds here onto our cuttings.
So what we're doing today is a really valuable way into growing your own dragon fruit.
100%. Massive shortcut, massive opportunity to, I guess, make your own footprint in the dragon fruit or gardening community as well. Because what we are creating today will be a one of a kind.
And I reckon with the first, we need to celebrate. So we're going to put this together and we're going to give it away. So one of you viewers is going to receive this unique plant, this one only, one of a kind.
Grafted by yours truly.
Grafted by me. Now, some of you may take that as a bonus. Others of you might go, no, I don't want that fingerprint on my plant. But either way, it's going to be fun. And stick with us, and we're going to give one away.
Beauty. All right, so we'll start off. We'll both graft one up. If yours doesn't work, we'll give mine away.
He's really putting a lot of confidence in me.
So Costa here will be naming both of them. So if his fails, you can get the one named by him that I've made up.
That he's made as well.
And if that doesn't work, we'll find out another giveaway for down the track as well. We've got enough around here anyway.
You get this. That's a good gift.
So yeah, go ahead. We've got all of them.
So when picking one that we're going to use,
Yep.
have you got a particular kind of you going for the tall one? Are you going for the thicker looking one, the lanky one? What's your eye in dragon fruit, say?
Well, you can grow them from literally just the most tiny little useless thing like that.
Yeah.
And you can graft them all the way through to big boppers like those ones there.
Yep.
But I don't know, I'm pretty impatient, and the quicker they're on the rootstock, the quicker they're starting to get the juice from that plant with the big established root system. So growing something like to that level is going to take 6 months, maybe something like that. Whereas if you get them, 3 weeks or so after they've just sprouted from the ground in a sort of shape similar to that one there, where it's just popped.
Yeah.
There, which is only a month. In the next 5 months, you're going to grow. In the next 5 months, once it's on its established root system, you're going to turn it into something like that.
In 5 months.
Just about.
From that.
Yeah.
From that.
So this was at the beginning of the summer season, and now it's stacks of branches. So it's much quicker grafting than it is growing from a seed. So if there is something you're super keen to get rolling, the sooner you can graft it, the better.
Yeah, fantastic.
So
all right.
yeah, go ahead and pick your new variety.
Oh, so you actually want me to pick one from there, yeah?
Your choice.
Like-
Up to you. I don't want to influence your decision.
No,
You
well, I
pick
just
for the
want to
people.
know. I just want to know for the viewers, if there's, just what sort of benefit there is
Yeah.
to
So
or the difference.
at the end of the day, like, you're going to get it growing quicker the sooner you get it on the rootstock, but the more flesh material you've got on there, the less prone it is, and I guess the more resilience it has to drying out. Because if there's not
This
much
is what I
on-
wanted.
yeah.
I was just fishing it around. Okay, so I just
So if it's got lots on there, it's not going to dry out as quick. Because again, until it gets that union between the
Yep.
rootstock and the seed, it's fending on its own reserve.
Yep.
So the more you've got, the more reserve it's got.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I'd rather, what I just showed you than 6 months for the same thing there.
Yeah.
So yeah, pick your poison, pick the variety for the people.
All right, this is for you, everyone. All right, so I'm looking inside here. It's the blueberry yogurt container that sort of caught my eye. Thought that could have been
Chobani,
that could
there's
have
a
been,
plug.
Oh.
We're not sponsored.
that could have been infusing a bit of blueberry goodness. So I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay,
I'll just pull it out.
pull him out.
There we go.
Took the lot. There we go.
There we go. And I'll just get that out of there.
You can grab two and I'll do the other one if
I've
you
got a
want.
couple of friends of the family there. Okay, there we go. There's two.
Leave them out. Yeah.
There's our two. Nice
Healthy
roots.
boppers.
Yeah. So, what makes this a good selection?
We've got nice big cotyledons. They're going to be what we tape down to our cutting.
Yep.
So you want nice big healthy little leaves there.
Yep.
If they're tiny and small, there's nothing really to tape and leverage down to.
Ah, okay. So they're like wings.
Wings, yeah.
Ah, and that'll
Strap it down.
stabilize it.
Correct. Like
Okay.
training wheels, I guess.
And what do you do with the roots here?
So what we're going to be doing, we will be cutting just below, in a perfectly flat line, just below those cotyledons.
Oh, okay.
Get rid of the roots, chuck them in the bin, and then we're just going to be taping it down on a nice, fresh, flat cut.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we'll do, I'll give you your rootstock. This one's yours.
Okay.
This one's mine.
I'm the one with the nice clear. And that's, I suppose, that's the key. That we've got all of that engine
To pump in
to
full.
pump it full.
Correct.
Quicker. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so it's important to keep nice clean tools, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yep.
So we're just going to give it a bit of a spritz behind us. So what we're going to do, we want a nice clean flat cut right through the top of this cutting. Through there. Oh, that's not perfectly flat. You want to cut just below those leaves in a perfectly flat. So just there. Nice flat line, so you've got a nice even exposed bit there. We'll be using our micropore tape. So this is a hospital wound tape. I find it breathes pretty well. It doesn't stick and it doesn't rip the seed off when you take it off down the track.
These are little tips that matter, because if you do rip it out after some weeks, you know, it undoes all that
complete
good
waste
work.
of time.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, just like that. You don't want it too thick. So I just rip it in half.
Yep.
Doesn't even have to be in half. And what you want to do, and you can find a step-by-step video on this on the channel as well. But you just want to put that little bit of tape right on that leaf there. Just like that.
Yep.
And then what we'll be doing is taping it right onto the top here. So you want it nice and flat, just like that. And then with the other one, and you don't want to put too much pressure in, because otherwise it turns into a bit of a seesaw and you snap it off. But then you just go like that. Good as gold, and you've got a nice firm union there. And you can put more tape on to secure it more if you need it, but so I'm just gonna whack a few more around, just like that. And then once you have taped it down securely, I always write the date so I know how long it's been there for, 10th of the 3rd, and I'll write the cross of what this hybrid is as well, so I can keep track of what it is genetically as well. Any questions on that before you give it a crack?
No, I think that's pretty straightforward. So my key 3 steps were a clean horizontal cut across the mother plant, a clean horizontal cut just below the leaves, the cotyledons, the tape over the leaves to hold it down firmly, and then a round of tape like a collar just to stop the tape from lifting off.
Yep, 100%. And the last 2 little cheats at the end, which we also like to include, is I'll cut off all the spikes, so that way your graft is receiving all the energy, so it's not wasting energy
like this,
growing out. Yeah,
popping out all of these, popping out at the nodes, all these shoots.
So it's not wasting its energy on new growth, it's focusing it all on the graft.
And that's what gives it the supercharged acceleration.
Correct. Yeah. It's like a river. If it's got 100 outlets, you're not going to get that ferocity. But if you've only got that one channel straight down there, and then right at the end, I'll chuck a little bag over the top, just like this. That keeps up a bit of humidity, which isn't ideal, but it does help stop it from drying out quicker.
Early.
Correct.
Early on.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I only leave that bag on for about 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah,
okay.
Not even that sometimes. Depends what the weather's like. So just to help stop it from drying out. But yeah, so that's how we do it. So now it's your turn.
Okay, so step 1, I've got to put this cut across nice and horizontal.
The hardest part's getting through that woody core.
There we go.
And what I forgot to mention earlier on too, it really doesn't matter what part of the top you graft onto. So it doesn't have to go onto the cambium, that little woody core. It can literally go on any aspect of that top. As long as it's getting that nice firm contact, you're fine.
So then here, I'll just use your blade and I'll put a cut straight across there. There we go. then that's going to sit
They'll go like that.
nicely like that.
Yep.
So I'll get my tape. One good thing about this tape is it's almost impossible to find on the roll, which is always a joy. Yeah,
Very nice.
That's all a bit too thick. I'll cut this. I'll do this little strip. So there we go. This is. This tape is.
There you go. And this is an easier part when they're smaller as well. There's less weight to topple over.
Yeah.
Because he's got a, 5 centimeter piece. There's a bit of weight to topple over. Oh, well done. Well done.
There we go.
As you can see, it is a little bit fiddly, but, you know,
But that's
it's the price it takes to make your own fruit.
That's good to know. It's not exactly holding there very well. I'm going to tape again. There we go, that's better.
Look at that.
And I'll just do it again. There we go.
And there's your bag.
Oh, a little bag over the top. So, what did we say it was?
Today is the 10th of the 3rd.
So, do I get a Dreaming Dragon apprenticeship for that work, or is there a way to go?
I guess we'll have to wait about 10 to 15 days to see if it actually takes before we give you the critical...
There was a long pause there. You didn't exactly...
No, it's firm, it's attached, it's looking okay. It's
All right.
good. I think that'll take.
Yeah.
So I guess that brings us to our giveaway time now, where you're going to have to give them both a name.
Maybe I'll call it Dragon Costa.
Dragon Costa.
Yeah.
Okay, let's write that on there so we can keep track.
Dragon Costa. And that way people know that it was my one.
So one day, if that's a very prolific variety,
Yeah.
one day you might be buying from a nursery or from people like myself, potentially Dragon Costa.
Yeah, you may find it in a nursery, and it's a very hairy, bearded version. And you go, oh, that's Dragon Costa. Of course.
If your fruit's growing a hair,
Yeah.
it probably would take
You start eating the fruit, and it's a bit hairy inside. You'll know that that's Dragon Costa. And your one? Oh, am I naming that
You'll
too?
name that too.
All right, well, I had a nice, very tasty mango for breakfast this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a festival in my mouth.
Okay.
It was a dance festival, so let's call it Mango Tango.
There we go.
Mango Tango it is, and Dragon Costa. So let's see.
All right, so yeah, I guess drop us a like, leave a comment below if you want to potentially win one of these, and over the next couple of weeks we'll see if they take, and we'll pick one lucky winner from the comments, and these could be yours.
Give it a go. Put a comment in, and hopefully you'll be able to work out and let us know what actual fruit comes from the Dragon Costa.
Definitely.
And whether it's tasty or whether it's a bit ordinary, whether it looks really nice, or you know what the color is, because we don't know anything really at this stage.
It could be blue, it could be yellow, it could be green, could be
Yeah.
anything in between. It's genetically unique, and yeah, if you want to check out the other videos while you're here, you can check that out on my channel. Don't hesitate to subscribe, have a look around. Otherwise, thanks for joining us.
Well, Dream and Dragon, thanks for the chance to come on your channel. I'm really chuffed to have been a part of this workshop, and particularly the giveaway. And yeah, let's see what happens in about 12 months from now.
See how we go. Beauty. Thanks, guys.
See ya.